Cancer, to your end of the month reading for May. Hope you guys are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers. Anyone new, welcome, guys. Let's get straight into this. We do have the Death card coming out. Okay, so loving that, talking about that transition, talking about letting go of things that no longer serve you, moving into your future nicely. So let's get a couple of tarot cards. Oh, I like this for you already. Getting ready for that rare blue moon. This could be the perfect timing for this transition, since Pluto also is in retrograde as we speak, which is Scorpion energy, and the Death card is Scorpio. So let's see. This message for Cancer for the end of May. End of May, how about saying going straight into the beginning of June as well. That'll give it a little bit more of a timeline. Let's see what we got here. We have the Three of Cups. Wow. Transformation for happiness, where it wasn't so happy. Whoo. I'm liking that. You're going to find this celebration. You might even have some birthdays going on that you're going to go celebrate with someone else, but it's also celebrating this transformation. Your soul is like feeling like all the heaviness of the Nine of Wands is disappearing. That heaviness could be dissipating as I speak right now, feeling lighter, happier, more joyful. Six of Wands coming into victory. With the Two of Cups, ooh, aligning yourself for that victory. You're going to feel like you're in more alignment with yourself or with someone else. You might even have a new Leo coming in. Could be a Leo, doesn't have to be, it could be anybody. But it's definitely saying, hey, I'm in alignment with myself and with what it is that's truly making me happy. Three of Cups, Two of Cups to the Three of Cups. So feeling like you're no longer in the Nine of Wands to make this victory. No longer feeling like the wounded warrior. You're finally getting on that horse and riding in with victory. Finding that this transformation is allowing you the peace that you're looking for within the situation. Changing things around. If somebody was trying to get away with something, they're not getting away with that anymore. You're putting a stop to that. It's almost like you're saying over here, if you're talking to a person or a place or whatever, you're pretty much saying, I'm never looking back. I'm moving forward. I'm not going to go back to the Nine of Wands. I'm not going back to the Seven of Wands or Seven of Swords. I'm moving into my victory. So never again am I going to allow you to put me into this place of unsurety, of this place where I feel like I'm struggling. I'm in challenge mode. Yeah. Listening to your lies, your deceits, feeling like there's some kind of competition. You're not putting me back into the Nine of Swords. Wow. This everyday kind of nightmare. So whether this is a job or someone you're dealing with, whatever the situation is, you're saying, I'm never going to allow you to put me into this place again. I'm taking my power back with the Emperor over here, putting in some Mars energy, some Aries energy over here, saying, nope, this is it. This is where I'm taking my power back for myself. I'm in boss mode. Yep. And you're going to sit very comfortable over here. So not only are you going to be the Emperor, but you're also going to have your emotions in check. Putting yourself back into that watery place that you need to be. You are Cancer. You need to be, balanced within your emotions. I just feel like there's going to be this beautiful place of alignment, not only with your emotions, but also with your authority, your position, aligning with who you are, your values, not allowing someone to dismiss your emotions, your value. Because you also have remember when you're aligning with yourself, you are bringing in this ultimate strength, value, courage, not letting people tell you who you are, what you're to do, or how this should be. You're like, because if we're in a relationship, it takes two to tango. You could be over giving to someone and they're completely giving you breadcrumbs. And you're not going to take it anymore. Or they're just completely devaluating your abilities at work. So maybe you're walking away from a job to go do something where you feel value. Getting this new job, this new place that brings in the sun. Here comes the sun. Da, 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 da. Absolutely joy and victory. So it does feel like by the time that you get into Gemini season, wow, or it's Gemini season now, excuse me, that's not what I meant to say. When you get into June, the beginning of June, you're going to see this lighter side of yourself as you're getting rid of all of these things and starting to balance yourself back out. Yeah, finding that power within. And boy, you have a lot of power coming out. You have a lot of fire. You have 3 kings sitting over here. You are definitely not going to be this wounded warrior. You're definitely going to be victorious in this situation. You're saying, I have a new perspective of where I'm going to put my power as well. And this is a new view, a new place of what happiness truly is to me. Wow. And you know, these 2 kings are really just going to make you this emperor. Because you know, the emperor is all the kings. Right? But those are the 2 kings that are coming out the strongest to make up that emperor, to really make up that emperor energy. I feel like for some of you, the 9 of Wands also makes you feel like instead of being a king or a queen, it doesn't matter, guys, right? It makes you feel more like a pawn. Somebody that I battled, you know, and there was a lot of competition and you just made me feel like a pawn. Maybe you also made me feel like a gopher. Go get this, go get that at work instead of actually bringing my skills, you know, to where they're supposed to be. You know, if it's a workplace, they could even make you, you know, do things that's hey, you know what, that's not a part of my job description. I don't wash toilets. Okay, I'm not the janitor. You know, instead of doing what you're supposed to be doing, it's almost like they're making you do, you know, everybody else's job. But then it's almost like you're getting kind of like undermined about it. Being pulled in many different directions for some of you. Take what resonates, what doesn't resonate, throw away. It's meant for someone, because for some of you, you're being pulled into different directions where you know that's not my job description. That's not what this is supposed to be. If it's a love situation, definitely it could be you doing more and them doing less. So there's definitely something that's going on here where you're going to feel more appreciated in the end. Some of you are going to walk away from some really terrible job and find this new job, giving in your 2 weeks notice, knowing that this is where my pay raise is. Because no matter what's going on, this is where everything shifts and everything's turning around. You've had enough. It just feels like enough is enough. We're going to come together and either fix this or I'm walking. Yeah, because we're not doing this anymore. This is never going to happen again. We're either settling this the right way, or it's over, I'm done, and I'm going to go find this new job, right? Because it could never be settled. Wow, that's amazing. Because you do have the Star card at the bottom of the deck. Wow. 8 of Pentacles, because you're looking at and focused on exactly what it is you want for your legacy. Walking straight into your desires, your dreams, knowing your worth. You are the star of the show. Yeah. So this is definitely shifting you into this new place of a new authority and doing what's right for yourself. I like it, guys. Let's get an angel card. I would say, how do they feel about the situation? But you could pretty much see exactly how they feel about the situation. Only for the fact that it feels like one wants, you know, for some of you, they're just going to let you go. They're going to let you walk. They're not going to say anything about the situation. For those of you in a love situation, you do have the 2 of Wands. They're going to think about the situation. Okay, for some of you, they're going to try to apologize and try to fix the situation because they do realize you're going to walk. You're going to walk right into the sun. Okay. I feel like for a lot of you with a job situation, depending on the job situation, they're just going to, they know that you're done. Yeah, within the next few weeks, Spirit says the situation will improve. You're going to take those reins. You're going to allow this transformation to come through. I do feel like for a lot of you Cancers, it's just like, you know what, I'm done, right? If this resonates with you, this is the place where you say, it's done and I'm not ever going back. I've made this decision to never return to this situation again. Absolutely, because it hurts. It hurts. Right, so you're putting your place in the sun. I love that the two stars are on top of each other. The star card to the sun. The sun is a star, and they're saying this is your time to shine. This is your green light to go after your own happiness. Okay, guys. And until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.